Lesson 2, Part 2, IPv6 static routing. In this video lesson, I will show you how to make configuration of IPv6 static routing. It is familiar with configuration of IPv4 static routing, and we have the same topology, but only IPv6 addresses are included in this topology, and you cannot find here IPv4 addresses on top of this topology. First of all, we will make directly connected static routing configuration. Before making configuration, I will show you what is the logic of the directly connected static routing. We have router 1, which is connected to 3 networks: network 2001B:1 0 with prefix 120 and 20 with prefix 120. And here we have C1 with prefix of 127. So router 1 knows about network, about this network, so I'll draw here stars, this network and this networks. And router 1 doesn't know about networks, this network, so let me place X, this network, and also this network. It is not known by router 1. So our idea is to provide a directly connected static routing version 6 to router 1. So our router has to know about networks which are not directly connected to it. So we have to give information that router 1 will be able to communicate with this network, and this, and the last one, this network. So our idea is to configure so many routes, static routes 1, 2, 3, and 4. How to start the configuration? You have to be sure that router 1 in global configuration mode is configured with the command IP version 6 unicast -routing. In case if you didn't configure your router with this command before you will make routing, you will meet the problem issue, or that your router will not make routing on IPv6, because by default routers, Cisco routers, are not working as IPv6 routers, and you have to turn on the functionality by using IPv6 unicast routing command. Second step, you have to go to the global configuration mode on the router and type the command IPv6 route, then provide this network 2001C:1 2 with prefix 127. And we don't want to we won't write subnet mask. Instead of writing subnet mask, it is quite enough for us to write the prefix. And then we will provide information about our exit interface. Router 1 exit with interface gigabit 00 to reach network C12, so that we have to write here gigabit 00. And for all other networks, we'll write the same commands: IPv6 route, and then we'll provide information about networks. For example, this network 2001D:1 0 with prefix 127, and the same exit interface gigabit 00. Next, IPv6 route, network this 2001A:1 0 with prefix 120 with the same interface, exit interface. Next network 2001A:2 0 with prefix 120 and exit interface gigabit 00. This is how we can make IPv6 directly connected static routing. Now let me show you example on packet tracer. We open configuration of router 1 And first of all, let me show you how to make configuration of interfaces with IP version 6. To do it, you have to first of all enter to the interface, for example, gigabit 00, this interface, and then, from global configuration mode, interface gigabit 00, no shutdown, IP version 6, address 2001 C double colon 1 and 0 with prefix 127. We can also pay attention on that this is network address, and network address can be given to any interface in IP version 6. And also let's turn on the functionality of IP version 6 unicast routing from global configuration mode, and the rest interfaces you can configure in this with the same logic. Now you can take a look what IP version 6 addresses do you have. I already made a pre-configuration before starting this video lesson, so that you may see here we have interface gigabit 00 with IP address like this, gigabit 01 with this IP address, and gigabit 02 with IP address 2 and 1. Also, we have link local addresses which are generated automatically, and we already discussed how it is possible that this link local will be unique value with the help of the MAC address. And by the way, on single interface which is working with IP version 6 address, you may find more than one IP version 6 address. It means that if you will try to make configuration of interface gigabit 00 with IP version 6 address, for example 1 and 1 with prefix 120, do show IP version 6 interface brief will show you that you have now two statically given IP addresses. Okay, it will not it's possible in IP version 6 to have multiple IP addresses on single interface. So let me delete it. And now it's time to make configuration of static routing. So we will make a configuration from router 1 to network 2001 C double colon 12. From global configuration mode, I'm typing this command: IP version 6 route 2001 C 1 2 with prefix 127. Then I will define exit interface gigabit 00. To check your routing table status, you have to type command from privileged executive mode IP version show IP version 6 route, and here you may find a route which been defined by us, statically configured route with the administrative distance 1 and metric 0, which is connected via gigabit 00 and is writing directly connected network, because this type of static routing which been used by us directly connected. And router 1 now knows how to reach the network C12 with prefix 127. In case if you'll type command show IP route, then you will see routing table for IP version 4. So don't mix them. And if you want to see the IP version 6 routing table, then you have to type version 6, show IP version 6 route. And here it is. Next, recursive static routing. The logic of recursive static routing is absolutely same as, not the logic, the configuration is almost same as the directly connected static routing, but here we are using not exit interface but next hop IP address at the end of the command. Router 1 global configuration mode, we type command IP version 6 route, then we define this network 2001 C double colon 1 2 with prefix 127, and then we define next hop IP address. For router 1, next hop IP address is this IP address, so it is like 2001 C double colon 1 and 1. But this is our next hop IP address. It is so colon 1, it is just the continue of this network address. And in the same way, you will provide information for all other networks which you have to configure. And you already know what is the difference between recursive static routing and directly connected static routing. But let me mention one more time. When you make configuration of recursive static routing, router makes two lookups. Firstly, router looks for the destination network address, and then it tries to find through which interface router has to resend the packet. An example of implementation recursive static routing. IP version 6 route, and we will define here route to network, let us say D1, or let's say that A1 network. IP version 6 route 2001 A double colon 1 0 with prefix 120, and then we'll define our next hop IP address. Next hop IP address is this IP address 2001 C double colon 1 and 1 with, so we don't need to write the prefix. 2001 C double colon 1 and 1, and here it is. And now it's time to check our routing table by using command do show IP version 6 route. And here we have our destination network, and here we have next hop IP address. So router first of all will find the destination network address, and then router 1 will search through which interface router can reach this IP address. And if we will help to router to do this job, then we'll find with you that we are connected through, so let us say 2001 C 1 and 0 2001, and here it is. So router 1 will exit through gigabit 00 interface. Summary static route with for IP version 6, it is same as summary static route for IP version 4, but here you have to summarize IP version 6 addresses, and router 1 wants to learn about these two networks by using one summary address. Then we have to write here these two addresses, and then we have to find common part of this address. The common part of this address we will define like this. So many bits, so many hex texts common, and how many of them are same. So totally we have 8 hex texts, and here we have 2 of them, so it means that we have 6 hex texts same. But also we can search, or maybe we have common bits on the 7th hex text. So then we have to just show what will be equal to this value 1. In the hexadecimal value, 1 is looking like 0001. So this is hexadecimal value. I'm just writing previous zeros, and then I have to open each of them. So each of the zeros will be equal to, in binary, 0000. It's equal to this 0. Next 0 will have same 0000, and third 0 will have 0000, and 1 will be equal to 10001, like this. And then I can also convert this 2 into the binary string. So it's looking like this. It's hexadecimal value, and then I will convert it to binary string. It is equal to this value. So only difference is right here. So let me change the marker. So our difference starts from this bits. It means that the rest bits from the left side are equal, and we may say that we have 118 bits in common, so that our network address, summarized network address, will be 2001 and a double colon, and this value will be 0, and then we will just simplify it with double colon, and our prefix will be 118, because we found that we have this value also same and this value same, and if we'll count them, we'll get this 118 as a prefix. So how to make configuration of router 1 with the summary static route? We just need to write in router 1's global configuration mode comment like this: IP version 6 route, then continue of the command 2001 a double colon 118, and then we can select the exit interface, so it will be directly connected static summary route. And here it is. Let me try to do it here. First of all, let me take a look for a running configuration file of my router, so that I will delete this static route. No, and let me paste it. And here it is. And now let me implement my summary route, which I found with you. So IP version 6 route to network 2001 a double colon with prefix 118. So I forget about writing a double colon 118. So let me check it. And here it is. And afterward, gigabit 00 interface. If I'll write command show IP version 6 route, I have to see this route in my table, and here it is, which is showing me that my prefix is 118, and I have to it will be quite enough for my router to reach these two networks. And now it's time to speak about default route in IP version 6 routing. Then router 1, router 2 and router 3 have to know about the internet connectivity, which we can see here. And router 3 need to be configured with static route, default static routing. So we have to write IP version 6 route, and then we'll just define it like this. Two double colons means that all of these values are 0, with prefix 0, and with exit interface as 0, 0, and 1. The same thing happens with router 2, so we write IP version 6 route double colon 0 with exit interface as 0, 0, 0, and router 1 will be configured with same command IP version 6 route 2 double colon 0 with exit interface gigabit 0, 0. Here it is. So these interfaces are connecting to the static route, to the internet. And let's try to do it. Configure terminal IP version 6 route to network 0 with prefix 0 through gigabit 0, 0 interface. Show IP version 6 route command, showing us that we have with you default route, okay, which is connecting through gigabit 0, 0 interface. This is the end of today's video lesson about IP version 6 static routing. Our next video will be about dynamic routing protocols.